What's poppin', everybody? I'm Mike.
I'm Brian.
And this is Hoopin' with Mike and Brian. And welcome back, everybody, to episode 11, Brian. Episode 11, man. It's been great. So, Brian?
Yeah, man. It's 11 episodes. Crazy, man, how we got here so fast. But, before I forget, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Hoopin' with Mike and Brian. Follow our Instagram at hoopin.mb. Follow our TikTok at hoopin.mb, and follow our Twitter at hoopin_mb. And obviously, we're out on all platforms, so feel free to show love in any way you can. DM us, do whatever you got to do. We appreciate all the love and support we've got so far.
Yeah, it's been amazing support and everything. Actually, even better, and a shout out to U92. If anyone wants to watch or even listen to us live on the radio, you can go, what was the website?
U92 The Moose.
U92themoose.com, and you can listen on Friday at...
It'll either be 9 a.m. or 10 a.m.
9 a.m., 10 a.m. Hear us talk and do our thing.
Live show, man.
Live show. So that's for all our listeners, all supporters, and everything. I just want to give thanks to as well to just all the love we received, all the feedback we received, and there's just more, man. Like we keep doing our thing, and like there's just new opportunities opening up for us that we're like, we got to keep going. We're gonna keep taking, and it's rocket shit from here. So, I don't want to mess around and be like, nah, a lot has gone in the NBA right now.
Crazy, man.
NBA has been in a little bit of a craziness in the last couple days.
Trade deadline coming up. Well, at the time we're recording it, the trade deadline is tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
But by the time you guys hear this podcast, at least on the live show, obviously the trade deadline will be over with.
Over, and teams will have their players that they wanted.
So make sure. Well, I'm sure we're gonna have a trade deadline reaction that'll probably be up early next week. Oh, yeah. So be sure to check out our socials when that'll be coming out. More information about that. But yeah, Mike, it's been crazy. You got the Kyrie, you got the LeBron stuff, which we're gonna get into a bit later.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about LeBron. I know everyone's waiting for the LeBron thing. I know that's what everyone. It's the day after LeBron. Everything. We're gonna get into LeBron, but we just wanted to have a little recap, talk our thing. I mean, we've been seeing some like I said, the last couple of days have been. We had LeBron's chasing greatness. We had Kyrie traded to the Mavericks. That craziness, all the drama behind it, and then a little flower rose. Yes, from that Kyrie trade. And Brian, I know you're excited about this guy. Who am I talking about?
Cam Thomas. All I gotta say is I said it to some of my friends. The day of the Kyrie trade, we're all together. We're just talking about the league, and I'm like, Cam Thomas is going crazy. And I'm not acting like I know everything, but like this is the one time I was like, okay. I kind of get the vibes of like obviously Kyrie is a hard player to replace. But this kind of reminds me of like the Jarrett Allen trade when they traded Jarrett Allen, because I think they knew that Claxton's potential was very high, so I think that's why they were willing to give it up. I'm not saying they wanted to get rid of Kyrie for Cam Thomas, but I think that the only reason Cam Thomas wasn't producing early in the season because he wasn't given a shot. Like Steve Nash didn't really even play him; it was barely in the rotation. And every time he's played, he's literally made the most of it. He scored 40 plus points back to back.
And he scored he had last year he had like a
he had a couple games. Like
he's got a crazy game.
He can get a bucket, man. I mean,
I like Cam Thomas because I watched him when he was at LSU, and that dude was bulky.
Yeah, he was always
a bucket. Like you couldn't guard him. He literally carried. I watched this one I think it was last night or the night before. I watched this one LSU tape of him, and dude scored like 20 points by himself straight, and I was just like, it's like, this dude's legit, and the Nets got him. The Nets got him, and then what's crazy is when they got him, they were also getting Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and I used to tell people, I used to be like, listen, I know nobody's paying attention to Kyrie and KD are on the team, but I'm like,
this guy,
y'all don't know about that.
I just wish they played him.
I
wish they played him more when those guys were there.
Definitely getting more play time.
No, now I'm saying like when KD, Kyrie, and even when Harden were there, it was hard there.
Sure, he could have been better off with him than Patty Mills or so. I know Patty Mills was great too, but like, they could have put him more in the rotation. Seth Curry didn't really do a lot for them. Like, but now Kyrie's out. Opportunity opens. Jacques Vaughn's is a good coach. They've been doing good. Nick Claxton's also is another flower that's also blooming from that franchise, and it's awesome. I mean, he's putting on a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Like he's putting on a performance this year, and then Cam. Dude made history in 2 games. He literally got time. He joined LeBron. I think it was LeBron
Kobe.
Was it? I thought it was
maybe both of them. It was
LeBron,
it was,
Kobe, or
yeah,
Jordan.
It was. It's definitely LeBron.
Yeah. And he said it's like what the first ever or like second ever to go back-to-back 40-point games.
Yeah.
Like, and like in the age too, because he's like only
he's
20.
young.
Yeah,
he's 20, 21, 20, something like that.
I don't even think he's legal to drink. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. That's
not even legal to drink. He's dropping buckets.
Yeah, I think that just shows how talented the league is because we see a bunch of like just. I always think of the Corey Brewer 50-point game when he was on the T-Wolves. Like,
remember Mo Williams when he was like near the end of his career? He dropped like 50 on the Timberwolves.
They had just crazy. Like, there's just it just shows how talented. Like, any given night, any NBA player can go off. That's why I feel like I wonder. I saw this somewhere on Twitter, but like, how many like Cam Thomases out there do you think like there's guys on the bench that just haven't been given a shot? I always think of Jaden Hardy from the Dallas Mavericks because
him and what's his face went off. Josh Green went off.
Josh Green
for the Mavericks when Luka was out.
I just think of Jaden Hardy because every time it seems like he gets like 15, 20 plus minutes, he puts up like 15, 20 points. Man. And I just think I wonder like what guys out there aren't given that opportunity.
See, I like those type of guys to be honest. And you know what's crazy? And I'm gonna bring up a name. And you might appreciate this name. There used to be a guy for your team who used to come in and give buckets, and he played for Arizona, and he was nice. Do you remember
Alonzo Trier? Alonzo Trier
Dude was a bucket, and even guys like Cam, even guys like Jaden Hardy, like these guys that like they barely get any playing time, but then the one time they start getting playing time and they just score. It's a beautiful thing because especially when Alonzo Trier used to come in. I used to watch a lot of tape on Alonzo Trier when he was playing with the Knicks. Dude would ISO crazy.
He gets you a bucket, man.
Yeah, like
I just think a lot of those guys, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. You think about him. I mean, even guys like
I can't even think.
Back in the day, just come in, they would just score. Like, it didn't even matter. They probably wouldn't even pass the ball. But they would drop like 20 for you and then go on the bench and be like, all right, cool, I'm done.
Like Lou Williams.
Like Lou Will would drop 40 on you. And be
Jamal
like,
Crawford too. Like those type of guys. Like the bench players don't get enough credit because
those guys deserve their roses, man. Those guys. Yeah, because
I think
buckets.
I think it was Lou Williams who said it, but he said like, was it Lou Williams or Jamal Crawford? I think it was Lou Williams, but. The reason not the only reason he accepted coming off the bench but you know, the reason he was okay coming off the bench was because like the first couple minutes, the starters they're all trying to get in their rhythm, so it's like everyone's just trying to figure. And like he could just come in there, he knew who he had to fed the ball, and or if no one was scoring, it was his time to shine. So it's like you got to give credit to the guys who really take advantage of those opportunities that are really that are right in front of them because Cam Thomas has done that, and as a result, with Kyrie out of the way, he's gonna get more playing time.
You know what's funny now because another name just popped in my head, but like he was on the Mets. He was on the Mets. Now he went back to the Nets, but Spencer Dinwiddie would do the same thing. You would put him in. Like when he was on the Nets and they were doing good that crazy year and he was doing good, that helped him go to Washington. Yeah. You saw him get put in 30, 20, 30, another one. Like dude was nuts, him. And so, I mean. I'm going to say the name Delano Banton. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but the guy on the Raptors. Yeah, I'm like, every time I've seen him play. But it's when they get their minutes. Yeah. That's what stinks about it.
Because they don't. Because, I mean. Obviously fans are paying to see LeBron, Steph Curry, like those guys, and I get it, but it's like these guys. I wish they were given up an opportunity.
I think that type of thing that's now happened with the league. With now we have these young bucket getters. These
Terrence Ross is a name too.
Terrence Ross, that's a good name too because he dropped 50 with the Raptors.
Yeah,
that one dude was crazy.
Orlando Magic legend.
Shout out
Tanner. Hey,
shout out Tanner.
I know I said it before we got in there, but hey, the Knicks with that big win last night against Tanner Lambert's Orlando Magic. Shout out to Tanner Lambert, big fan of us. But it's always good beating the Magic. Not many Magic fans in Morgantown.
You're a big fan.
Yeah, that's true. It was a great win, man. But I just had to get that out of the way. I didn't want to forget that. But Mike, I always think of guys like just think of like, do you ever like have those guys who like you think are going to be like NBA, like go into the NBA draft, they're going to be NBA stars? I don't know. I was,
they're not like they're not probably like Zion Williamson coming to the draft, but like they're like a beast, but like they're just not.
Because every year like me and my dad, you just have like one guy where like this is the guy who's gonna go crazy in this year's draft.
Your dad made a joke about that.
Yeah, because I picked Ben McLemore, bro. Ben McLemore was my guy. I was a huge Ben McLemore fan.
I think it's I don't think it's McLemore.
Ben McLemore.
I think it's McLemore.
No, it's McLemore. This is my guy. You don't think I know how to say his name?
Just saying, I don't know. I made it sound bad when I used to say his name because I'd be like Macklemore and remember the rapper.
I probably am saying it. I don't know, but I was just remember and Thomas Robinson too.
Kansas?
Yeah, Kansas.
Thomas Robinson. Wow, that's a great name, Thomas Robinson.
And we go to West Virginia, and I hate Kansas. Well, he got drafted by the Kings.
The Kings, yes, he did.
Thomas Robinson, man.
I lived in California when they drafted.
Really, I was a huge
Ben
Thomas
McLemore.
Robinson fan.
Ben
Our guy, me and my dad were big fans of Chris Dunn out of Providence.
Oh yeah, he was.
But he didn't really pan out.
I saw him live. I saw him in first 4 in Dayton.
Oh, like in college, he was killing it at Providence. I don't know if he got a. He was when he got drafted in Minnesota. There's a bunch of guards, young guards there. They had like Zach LaVine, and just other guys at that time. It's like, I mean, where you get drafted is like a larger role into how successful you are. But
I mean,
I just think of guys like that, man.
See, and all of this is reminiscing right now. You and I are just reminiscing.
I just hear these names.
We getting on a little tangent right here. We sorry, folks, but enjoy this because like right here,
it's genuine, man.
Brian and I are looking at each other, just
smiling,
kind of smiling. It's a little weird, but we love each other. But we just talk. We reminisce of these great players because we're starting to see these guys now in the league now that are. They're literally like, what, our age? These guys are like around our age.
Like Jalen Duren's younger than us. He's like 18.
18, and he's top 10 in blocks.
He might be top 5.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely top 10. He's definitely top 10. I know that for sure because I was remember I talked about him earlier this season when I kept saying about the Pistons. I said, watch out for Jalen Duren. But that's just me. You like bucket getters. I like bucket getters as well, but then I do love defensive guys. So when I was watching
like Jimmy
Jalen
Buckets.
Jimmy, well, I'm a Heat fan, and we pride on the.
I hate the Heat, but I love Jimmy, man.
I don't think you can never.
But I just like
Jimmy.
No, it's true. I like guys who don't have to like rely on their athleticism to be productive. Like that's why I'm a big Melo fan because he never had to. It helps. He's 6'8", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", whatever he is. Yeah. But like guys who just like it's pure skill. Like that's why I'm not a huge Kyrie fan, but like why you can't deny his greatness because it's like those guys are just insanely skilled. Those are the guys I like.
See, I don't know if
and I'm a Russell Westbrook fan, so it kind of contradicts. But
that's true. That's true. But like he's probably like one of the most
the most athletic
point guard of all time. Probably.
Yeah, I mean I can't think of a point guard more athletic than Russ.
You'd probably be a little biased if you said it. But
but like
I understand.
I mean, do you know any other athletic? Like not that nobody else is athletic, but as athletic as Russ.
All time, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to think on the spot.
Kind of hard all time. I mean, I think maybe obviously Derrick Rose when he was healthy.
It's the longevity. I'm thinking
longevity. Yeah, you're thinking all time. So like his more. Yeah.
I mean, Derrick Rose's peak was as good as anybody's.
Damn, I wonder what people would say. So there you go, supporters. If anyone wants to say, who do you think is like your athletic point guard of all time? Like that's really hard.
I saw this on TikTok somewhere, Mike. I meant to ask you this again. I know we're kind of just going everywhere here, but if there's like one NBA player who you could pick to like kind of like redo their career so it would like end it differently, like who where are you going with that? Would it be D Rose? Would it be like a Greg Oden?
That's a good question.
You don't have to give me an answer now, but I'm just saying like that's just something I've been thinking about. It's tough. That's a tough question to be. That's tough. Yeah, Mike's over here.
Wow, I am so lost on that because I have several names, but a lot of them are kind of Heat players. But that's because I'm like, I wish they were who they were. But one name that pops in my head right now is Grant Hill.
Grant Hill, yeah, I would say like
because he was supposed to be like technically LeBron before LeBron.
Yeah, I would say mine would be like T-Mac if T-Mac stayed healthy.
I said in my head I'm thinking Penny too.
Penny Hardaway, yeah.
Penny Hardaway
him and Shaq's dude. Oh, I watched one of my buddies. Jack Barrow, shout out Jack Barrow, but we watched the 30 for 30 on Shaq and Penny.
I'm crazy. You know who else I would love to do? Because give him a ring and give him some greatness? Charles Barkley.
Sir
Barkley.
That's the only thing Barkley does not get enough credit, man.
Doesn't get any credit. Yeah. It's a joke. Dude was... Come on, dude. Like,
I mean, I know he doesn't have a ring, but he was carrying teams, bro.
Nuts, bro.
Like carrying
just
teams.
Think, he was in the same... Like, not even saying comparison, but like, he was in talks being like the best player in the league with Michael Jordan. And like him and him used to go. I said him and him, but Jordan and Barkley used to go at each other's necks. Like they were close friends, but like they were like those close friends that like they competed in everything.
That's why I like guys like AI, like because AI didn't obviously win a championship, and so he loses some credibility there. But like he carried that team. I think it was 2001 with like Eric Snow. I don't even know who else was on that team, but no disrespect to Eric Snow, but
no, I think Dikembe Mutombo was on.
Mutombo was he? Yeah,
but he was like old.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So it's like those guys. Like I get the ring because obviously we won't get into it. We're not getting into this conversation. But obviously, I think Jordan's a go. But like I don't want. That's why I don't like to take away guys who haven't won rings. But it helps your case a lot.
Yeah. But that list is a pretty prominent list. Guys that haven't won rings and they're like amazing.
Russell Westbrook, man.
Russell Westbrook,
Carmelo.
No, wait. He has a ring now.
No, Melo doesn't have a ring.
I thought he got one in the bubble. Was he not?
No,
on
he was
the
on the
Lakers?
team.
He was
on the
team.
Blazers that
He came
year.
the next year.
Yeah, because he was on the Blazers. Because he was killing on the Blazers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. I don't know my thing. See, I don't know my basketball. Sorry, people. I'm sorry. But I mean, other than that, going on all that tangent, man. Yeah. I mean, we love this.
So trip down memory lane, man.
Trip down memory lane, talking about these young guns that we have in this league that we remember while we were growing up. There was guys like this in the league. There's guys that we grew up that were like, they weren't the all-star of the team.
Yeah, guys who we grew up watching.
Guys that, and I know this is as simple as said, and I know it's not going to make anything crazy. These are guys that just came and did their job.
Yeah, like Deron. I always think of Deron Williams when he was on Utah. Like guys who like future generations might not know.
Yeah,
you know, because he wasn't like in. I think he probably has an all-star.
There's gonna see, and what's crazy is some of these players.
That's gonna happen to them.
No, not saying it's gonna happen.
Well,
to them.
I think there's gonna be guys who are gonna get
Man,
forgotten.
yeah, they're gonna get forgotten.
Like I'm trying to think of.
There's gonna be There's gonna be younger people now that are younger than us that won't know certain
I'm
players.
thinking like
who's that? And I'm like,
I always think of like they're gonna forget guys just how like good like John Wall was, just guys who like, or like even like if Dame doesn't get a ring, people are gonna probably disrespect Dame. Yeah. But like there's gonna be a bunch of people like because we do it like obviously like we weren't alive to watch people in the 80s and 90s play, but that's gonna happen. 20 years from now, people are gonna be talking about like, oh, like this, like was this guy even that?
Y'all remember Cam Thomas?
Cam Thomas, yeah, exactly. It's like wow, man. Or like, what about like the legends? Like we got like Austin Reeves, man, pure bucket.
Like the fan favorites. That's what they're called. Favorites. They're called fan favorites. These type of guys are like they're like fan favorites.
I just hope it doesn't happen to D-Rose.
Like Caruso when he was on
when
he started doing the headband thing. Like it all fits, man.
Better not happen to Melo, bro. No Melo disrespect.
Oh no, Carmelo won't.
Yeah, he's a top 10 scorer of all time, right? I believe so.
I believe so. That would be ultimate disrespect if you just forgot about it.
Because a lot of people just think
I think I would hit somebody in the face if they're like, who's Carmelo Anthony? But one video did actually make me so mad. There was a video on TikTok where this guy was asking like these little kids, who's Melo? You know who they're saying?
Oh, LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball. I was like, I get it because they call him Melo.
Yeah,
too,
and Melo's been on social media his entire life,
Exactly. So it was just like, when I saw that video, I almost shed a tear. I was just like, dang. I was like, this. Oh.
Hey, but speaking of Melo, what do you think the Hornets got to do? Because the Hornets are. Do you think?
I mean,
they're bad.
They're bad, but I don't know what you do.
I don't know either. But like,
you can't get rid of LaMelo.
You can't get rid of Melo, but I also don't want to see LaMelo's career get wasted away with the Hornets. You know,
say Melo. You can say his name is Melo, but it's LaMelo. But people say Melo.
But you know what I'm saying. Like, I just don't think
I love my
he's not gonna win there.
He won't, and I hate it because I'm a big LaMelo fan.
I like LaMelo.
I love LaMelo. I try to get his shoes. I try to get the Rick and Morty versions because I'm a huge fan of Rick and Morty, and he made a Rick and Morty basketball shoe, which was beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't, because then they're also thinking about trading other guys to kind of like get them off the team and free up space and stuff like that. But like some of the guys that they're thinking about trading or getting rid of, I mean, they're not good, but they're like good for them.
That big Hayward contract.
Hayward. They've still been talking about getting rid of
Rozier.
Rozier's
been getting.
They've been talking about getting rid of Plumlee.
Yeah. I think I don't want to say a reset because they can't. I mean, they have their franchise player in LaMelo, but like, I can't see LaMelo being there his whole career. He's too talented.
No, I don't either.
Like he's got the way he plays.
But hey, if there's anybody that speaks into existence,
LeVar Ball.
Get
like we got to get Lonzo Ball healthy, man. He was one of my favorite players to watch.
But that camp is weird. That whole thing.
Yeah, that whole thing.
It still hasn't even came
Nobody
out. Nobody
knows
about
really. I don't think Lonzo knows.
His camp is saying they don't know. The Bulls are saying they don't know. It's just like, all right, Lonzo, get your butt outside and be like, yo, what's up? What is up?
I'm missing
what are we doing,
man? Yeah. I wonder how that just thinking of like when him and Bron were on the team together, how that would have worked out if Lonzo, like they gave Lonzo time to develop. Like I think that would have been.
I used to make jokes about them. I used to because they're so pass heavy. Like they're so really good at pass. I used to make jokes that they would be like, they'd be like pass it back and forth.
Yeah,
like, Lonzo right back.
I'm a huge dude, it's funny. I'm a huge fan of Lonzo, man. I hope he gets healthy, man. The Bulls have had the Bulls have just had like up and down season. Levine's been inconsistent. DeRozan's been playing pretty well, but
we'll see what happens with all that. I mean, trades they'll be done by tomorrow by 4, and we'll give our live reaction to that
for sure.
Everything was wow, especially with that. Yeah, the trade. Nothing too crazy. I think tomorrow is where we're gonna start seeing like some crazy 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock last hour thing. So, but right now we about to get into
LeBron James.
Yeah, it's the new scoring leader of the NBA, LeBron James. Hailing from Akron, Ohio. I'm thriving. I was happy last night. LeBron James is the leading scorer in the NBA. Bri, take it away. Say what you gotta say.
Is, man, I've been a LeBron critic, but you got to appreciate greatness while it's here. Obviously happy for LeBron. Well-deserved. Came into the spotlight, 18-year-old right out of high school, and pretty much somehow exceeded the expectations. That was the expectations he had. If he wasn't an all-time great, it would be short of. If he wouldn't become an all-time great, he would have been short of his expectations. So he somehow exceeded all of them. So I got to give credit. I have tremendous respect for LeBron. I'm happy for him. I thought it was kind of funny. He could just tell LeBron was he probably went to the game I'm getting it tonight, and he just went out. And once he had 36, he's like, okay.
Pulled out in the black suit, looking fly, my boy LeBron. Oh,
yeah, but
beautiful, man.
I know
beautiful.
People are going to use this to do the goal comparison, which is just great. I understand, but I just take a second to appreciate the greatness because in our lifetime we probably won't see another player like that.
I bet you that's what almost irks me. I bet you there was people in this world that when that happened, they were like, whatever, still ain't better than Jordan, still ain't being crazy.
Look,
it's just
you could think that.
Acknowledge the greatness that we see. This record, I don't know this will ever be broken
because he's gonna be still going for. He's still got a couple years left.
Yeah, they asked him after the game. He said, "Oh, I think that's the thing, 2 or 3 more years." What?
Exactly. And Mike, obviously, I'm a Jordan GOAT advocate, but I don't want to. I didn't watch that and thinking, "Oh, he's not the GOAT," but I just take a second to, got to appreciate what's in front of. Because honestly, we're not going to see another player like LeBron ever again.
No.
We've never seen a player like LeBron.
Nope.
So, and the fact that he's been doing it for this long, and he's
been
in the spotlight since 18, bro, it's crazy.
Even that ESPN interview he did yesterday, where it was like literally just him. That was crazy. Last time I saw that was when he made his decision. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking my talents to South Beach.
Yeah, man.
But
those are my thoughts on him, Mike.
Yeah.
Not much you can really say other than
great.
Greatness, man.
For me,
yeah, Mike. I know you're a big LeBron guy, advocate. Obviously, as a Heat fan, rightfully so.
Rightfully so. If I had to take this floor, I have been a LeBron watcher since day one. He is my second guy behind Dwayne Wade, and I've always loved LeBron. I've loved who he is as a man, as a player, and just a guy that's just he invests in himself for others to do even better. God, LeBron, man, I almost shed a tear when he beat it, man. It's an awesome story, amazing historical career, man, and I know people are going to be like, oh, you think he's a GOAT and all that stuff. Of course I think he's a GOAT. We haven't seen any of this, but I also think Michael Jordan is the GOAT as well. Michael Jordan and LeBron are two guys that we will probably never, ever see again, and I think that's a great thing because, especially for LeBron, it's amazing coming from Akron, Ohio, coming just where he came from, all the things he had to get through and, the type of things the scrutiny that he gets every day. And it's nuts because they take it out of context because they just think he's just some guy. Yeah. Just think it's just LeBron James. He's a great basketball player. No, LeBron James is a great man and everything. He's done more than just what it is for basketball. And this was more of just an appreciation for him when it was just you made it, man. You got it. You're on top and you're probably going to be on top for the rest of your life, man. And LeBron is great. I'm so glad he beat the record. It would have been cooler if they would have won the game, because that's what sucks. That was one thing I kind of saw on Twitter. I kind of laughed at it, but every time kind of LeBron's broken a crazy record like this, they've lost. Yeah. He's lost every single game where he's broken a record. There was one where they lost a lead and then they lost. They were up, he beat a record and then they lost that lead and lost. I was just
yeah, it's tough.
Whoa, it's
and the
weird.
Lakers are in a position they can't really afford to lose. But obviously, I don't want to take it's LeBron's night to celebrate, so I don't want to take away from that. But I know we talked about it a little beforehand, Mike. But I don't want to shed any negative light towards this. But we saw that video circulating on Twitter of Anthony Davis's reaction.
Yeah, that was
which
weird.
I thought was just
I didn't even
weird.
know about it.
Yeah,
you brought it to my attention. I was like, dang, I didn't even know anything about it.
My thoughts on it, Mike. Obviously, I think there's probably something we don't know, just as the media fans, whatever.
Possibly.
But like I was telling,
or it could just. I mean, it's that we don't know something, or it's literally just as simple as like he was playing and like that could be.
That's true. Yeah,
like they could be like, oh hey, like because that's why I think it's crazy that you show me. I'm like, why didn't I hear about that? Because you would think maybe in like the post game, like media, everyone's watching. I'm pretty sure you'd get one report that's like, why didn't you celebrate with LeBron?
Because I don't think it really people took notice till today. But what I was gonna say was what was I gonna say? Yeah, I was just saying like I think because if it was reverse roles, if Anthony Davis is breaking some sort of record, LeBron would have been the first one.
Yeah, I even told you. I said LeBron's probably running on the court.
LeBron's probably more excited than Anthony Davis would have been for that side. So that's why I respect LeBron. He's always been a team first guy.
Team first guy.
So it kind of just got to be like based on just what we see. We don't know everything, but
that's what I love because the one time I got even much more respect from LeBron. Like I always had respect for LeBron. I think he was always the greatest, but like my real big respect for LeBron when I felt even more just in love with just LeBron James was the fact that like when he came on the Heat, bro, like he was still trying to be like, oh, your team, Dwayne Wade, blah blah blah. Like, like I'm not gonna come over here, and I'm glad you're not one of those guys that are gonna come in here. This is my place because I'm the best. Even though rightfully so, it's LeBron that he could have done that, but he didn't. And then it had to be that 1 year where they went to the Mavericks, they lost, and it had to be Dwayne Wade to be like, yo, this is
because I was gonna say
like,
LeBron that 2011 final series when obviously they lost to Dirk and the Mavs
folded up like a shell, man.
That was probably the worst performance from LeBron in the playoffs we've probably ever seen.
It was a bad listen. It was a bad performance on LeBron. He's our best player. He has to take the credit there, but it was overall performance.
Honestly, for the rest of his Heat legacy, it probably was good that happened because then it was like Dwayne Wade came out and talked about it. But he's like, okay, they came in LeBron. We're like, yo, like LeBron, like obviously we respect the fact that you want to be a team guy, but you got to take over. Like you're gonna go. We're going as far as you take us. Yeah. And as a result, they won. They beat the Spurs
back to back, baby.
Beat them twice, right? It's just
no.
They beat OKC and then they lost to the Spurs in
OKC 2015. And then we beat the
But yeah, Mike, that's basically my thoughts on that.
It's been we grew up with this, man.
Yeah,
we did.
LeBron,
we grew up with LeBron. Guys. We grew up like KD. This is like the end of almost like our era of being kids. Like we watched all these guys growing up. Like now we're starting to see guys that are like our age in the league or guys that are younger than us in the league that are killing it. And it's just like we see this.
Yeah, that's
why. Like I'm not gonna say it's almost like seeing God or something or like seeing, but it's just like wow, this dude is him. Like this is the guy.
That's what I'm saying because obviously know my thoughts on Chris Paul, but like it kind of hurts seeing Chris Paul take a step back because he's been one of the most consistent point guards in our generation, and you see this year he's obviously struggling. Yeah, and it's like that's gonna happen to like obviously Russell Westbrook. All due respect, my favorite player, but. He's not the same Westbrook from 2016, 2017. Yeah. And there's a bunch of those guys like kind of on the back end of their careers. And it kind of sad because the future, as we talked about in the last segment, but like future generations, there's going to be a bunch of guys who we grew up watching who future generations won't appreciate. And I'm sure the older generations feels the same way towards us. Like I'm sure there's guys we don't talk about as much. As you said, like Charles Barkley, like guys like that. Yeah. And I'm just, it's just sad, man. It's actually sad because these guys are like part of our childhood because I've been watching. We both been watching NBA for as long as we can remember.
Dang, yeah.
But yeah, man. So it's life, man.
It is life, but it's a good thing. Yesterday was just good vibes, good game.
Yeah.
Got to see LeBron, and it was just it was great. Like everybody was there. There were so many people. Jay-Z was there. Obviously, his family was there.
D Wade was there.
D Wade was there. My boy Jeannie Buss. Well, obviously she owns the Lakers, so Jeannie Buss was right behind D Wade.
Sean Magic.
There, Magic Johnson. Oh well, Magic Johnson's gonna be there. But there was a bunch of people just there, witnessing and watching greatness. Yeah, and I think that's what was so beautiful about that whole moment. And I mean, you got to see even see crazier things like just there's a picture that's going on Twitter where it's like the picture of LeBron's fadeaway. Of him passing up, and then Michael Jordan's the shot, right? And you see the background, and everyone's just watching in the Bulls one, and everyone's watching the Lakers one, but you see everybody with their phone, and you could just wow, man.
It just shows how the different generations kind of appreciate greatness.
The time we've come to, man.
I don't know if I'd say
amazing.
It's bad or good. It's kind of reality, Just kind of how things are.
Shoot, that's gonna be a memory, dude. Imagine being at that game and recording that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a memory of a lifetime. You're gonna have that memory on your phone. Like obviously, you can watch it nowadays, replay it, blah blah blah, and see it now. But
yeah,
just even. But that's maybe what's greater for everybody that did see it.
Yeah,
when they saw Michael Jordan do it, because it's just like
that's just how it was.
You saw it, greatness, blah blah blah, and it was amazing. But yeah, that game was good. The history behind it, Kareem coming on the floor, giving him the ball. Oh, that was awesome.
Not much else to be said with that. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's crazy how
number one scorer of all time.
Yeah, this guy was. I remember. It seems like yesterday I was watching the interview, whatever. It was the decision when he chose to go to Miami. And I wanted to punch my TV, but should have been a New York Knick. But
there was talks. He was.
I mean,
I remember the video where he went to like New York.
Yeah, well, I remember we've every single free agent's been like, oh, I'll consider New York, and like. Again, I'm Kevin Durant. We didn't even offer Kevin Durant the max the year him and Kyrie went to the Nets. I'm like, again, we don't have to get into that, but that just shows, what the Knicks do. The management is sometimes frustrating. But yeah, Mike.
But I mean, I get it. I mean, especially with someone like LeBron, man, it's like, this man pretty much, I'm not going to say he controls the league, but he is the league.
He's been the face. That's what I was saying. He's been the face of the league since he was 18.
And I think that's just so crazy. How, like, that's just another question. Like, I know Michael Jordan was great and he did it for a good amount of time, and Michael Jordan, but like, great for 20 years, just consistently the greatest player.
I mean,
like the best. Like with Michael Jordan, like yes, when he came in the league, when he was in the league, it was like cool, but like LeBron's been the best since like almost the beginning. Like people just started to realize, oh, this dude's pretty insane. Like, Michael Jordan was crazy too, and people had the same type of thing. But there's some things that you hear about LeBron, and you're just like, that's LeBron?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's why it's crazy, because it's like he's just done so many. Like as I said, he's just exceeded so many expectations that like didn't really seem possible.
Longevity is insane.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it kind of leaves me speechless sometimes. Like, it's crazy. These guys are playing basketball as a living. It's just like it's mind-boggling.
I mean, I brought it up to you before you even got back on here, but that longevity and just being in the league for so long, LeBron has scored 1,000 points. Against almost every
27,
single team.
I think it was. Right.
Yeah, it's like 20. So there's only 3 teams.
Well, the Thunder might have.
Yeah, they didn't update it. The picture was uploaded like 14 hours ago on Twitter, so I don't know if that was that 14 hours ago would be.
That's too much math for me.
That's too much math, but I would like to say that was before the game.
Yeah, because the game was at 10 p.m. Yeah, it was definitely before the game.
Yeah. So there was 3 teams there's 3 teams obviously that have not obviously. 2 of them probably obviously because he's on the team. One of them he's on the team and played for the team. But LeBron has scored 1,000 points against every single team, and now except for 2 teams, and that's the Cavs
and the Lakers.
Imagine that, 1,000 points on against each team, and he's still gonna play for another 2-3 years, and some of those teams are near 2,000.
Yeah.
So imagine being like, oh yeah, LeBron dropped 2,000.
No, I mean it's crazy. I'm trying not to compare him to Mike because I don't want to take away from LeBron's moment, but
it's all good.
No, yeah,
I'm pretty sure First Take this morning.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure all the ESPN shows, all the shows this morning were like, "Who's the GOAT?"
That's what I'm saying, but it's like, that's ridiculous. The thing about LeBron is, what's impressive me about LeBron is he puts up these crazy scoring numbers. Obviously, he's leading scorer all time, but he was always like, kind of like you could tell LeBron wants to pass the ball. Like, it's not like he's like, oh, I'm taking 30 shots tonight. The way he plays, he was always like feeding his teammates. He got like, I was talking about it the other day. Like, LeBron got so many guys like big contracts. Like, I think of like Timofey Mozgov, like Tristan Thompson, like just a bunch of guys who like probably aren't as good as, probably aren't as good as like, recent year. Probably aren't as good as like their contract says. But it's weird because I just think of guys like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I know what you're but I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, especially with that, like you said, with LeBron setting up people. I mean, yeah, LeBron's made things for people. I mean, it's just, but I think there's another thing that a lot of people talk about, how like LeBron is like just in general, like not I mean just as a human, but like when you get close to LeBron, like he includes you with like everything. So you kind of get brought into the group, and he like almost like, And I know someone explained this, and I saw that somebody was saying, I forgot who it was, but they're explaining it, and they kind of cracked a joke. It's this thing about like, you know, LeBron being like a dad for like these guys.
Oh, Kyrie, yeah,
like the Kyrie thing and stuff like that. But I mean, like he does it, but then he does it in a good way, where it's like he watches out for you.
Yeah.
Like he's just like he's there for you. Like he's like your best friend. Like he becomes close with you, and he's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna take care of you. You know, I know you're gonna try to take care of me, blah blah blah. But he's like, I got you. You're with me, and blah blah. And he's setting up, like you said, Timofey Mozgov. He's setting up Tristan Thompson with a contract.
Yeah,
like,
just a bunch of guys.
Just a bunch of guys that are like, oh well, they're not good, but
like put them on like the yeah. That's why I brought back to the Anthony Davis situation. It's kind of that's why I kind of was like, oh wow, like. That's how Anthony Davis responded to that, just because LeBron's always been that team first guy. If anyone else did anything,
that's why it was surprising when you told me about the whole Anthony Davis thing. I was like,
yeah.
When you showed it to me, I was like,
Davis,
really?
Like, obviously, if you're Anthony Davis, obviously, you know, just popularity-wise, probably second or third most popular player along with Russ. But you know, cameras are going to be on you in that moment, just to see what your reaction is. Because, like, again, if AD was going crazy, people would be talking about, like, his
even when AD won, I know it was in the bubble, but he won Finals MVP, right? Or no,
LeBron got that.
LeBron won? I got that.
Well, when he hit the game winner against Denver.
Yeah, when he hit against Denver, I thought and LeBron was like, it's interesting.
Instead of being like, oh, I didn't get the last shot, it's like, you know.
Yeah, like, he was fine. But, I mean, we'll see how that develops, because I don't, we'll see. Either it's nothing, and it was just the moment, or we'll hear about it soon. It's the Lakers. We'll hear about it probably in the next 5 minutes or something, because it's the Lakers, and people, you know, just love LA.
Yeah.
But oh man, just 38,000 points, dude.
It's crazy.
20 years. How long was that record?
44 years, I think.
44 years.
Something like that.
44.
It was a long time, man.
He broke it. That's nuts. That's just, it's crazy.
It still doesn't like even feel real. Like just like the fact that like
doesn't.
Like I was watching the game last night. Obviously, everyone in the entire world was, but even when that moment happened, I'm like, this guy really just became the all-time leading scorer.
All time.
Like
all time.
And as we've said, you know, I'll keep saying it. No, I don't see anybody coming close to that for a long time. The one name we said, like Luka Doncic is on, like
the same type of people that like the same type of reaction.
Said to Kareem. Yeah,
I bet you people.
Back but like
I just, Kareem did
I saw like
whoa.
The only guy. No, I'm not saying Luka would ever catch LeBron, but the only guy I could think like statistically wise who has done it is like probably Luka.
Because you would have to have somebody that literally does almost the exact.
Yeah, and also I don't know how
same amount of numbers.
I don't. Yeah, I don't see Luka's longevity being like LeBron's. I don't think anybody's is.
No longevity. Like obviously him being healthy, but I mean, like I said, I said earlier how much LeBron invests just himself just to be with others. LeBron invests himself. I remember reading an article.
Yeah.
Couple years ago, and LeBron invested $1 million on his body, $1 million.
I mean, he's got the money.
$1 million. Just think, you can go to the gym, go to Planet Fitness, get a $10 a month membership. You know, be fine, cool. You put $10 invest. You go to the gym every. LeBron invested $1 million. Imagine that. Yeah. So he's getting the max treatment. Like obviously he's able to do that because he's making the money and stuff like that. But like that's why he's still top notch. That's why he's still like, oh yeah, I could play for another 2-3 years. I'm like, he's good probably physically, but he did bring it up when he was talked about. He's like, it's all mental. It's all mental. If he's just like, dang, I can't play anymore, blah blah, then he can't play. But
exactly.
Still playing at a high clip. 38 years old, 37,
38, yeah,
38. Still averaging 20-something, 30 points.
I mean, he's
beating all these other
he's been
guys.
Carrying the Lakers a lot of times this year. Yeah. One thing, I don't want to take the moment away from LeBron, but one thing was just frustrating me was, I know I mentioned it to you, but the stuff with Russell Westbrook, where like they said that him and Darvin Ham got at it. But like if you're just watching the game, Russ kept them in that game last night.
Oh yeah, he did.
Like he had I think 14 fourth quarter points. And it's just that whole team is like. They're on like I'll keep saying it, but like I still don't want to see that team in a 7-game series.
Oh no!
If you're the Grizzlies talking all that rah rah, you know. But that's what I got to say about the LeBron stuff, Mike. It's gonna be fun to see how the rest of his career plays out. Mm-hmm. But you got to respect greatness while it's here.
Respect it, and we love it. We love it. We love greatness. We love seeing just amazingness happen, and you know. It was awesome seeing that, and then it was even great seeing just, you know, the things behind the scene, like Shaq and Kareem having a nice little chat, a little kind of emotional little thing about, little personal thing, but it was nice and beautiful. The night was beautiful, and just congrats to LeBron. And to be honest, man, congrats to the NBA, man. This is another historical thing, and everyone's benefiting in some type of way, and it's all gonna work out. We'll see how LeBron's career ends, and we'll see where it goes from now, because we still got playoffs, we still got All-Star game and everything. So we'll see how the rest of this season goes for LeBron, and congrats to him. Golly, it's so crazy to think about it, but we move on. We go to the next day, and we have a little bit of fun right now. We're gonna have a little bit of fun right now. We're actually, since we're talking about greatness, let's play a game. I want to play. I think you said you want to go
build 82-0 challenge.
82-0 challenge. So we're gonna spin a wheel of teams, and
all right, so
Brian,
you want it first?
Or no. So we'll just spin it, and then whatever team lands on, we'll both pick a player from that team, but they'll be apart. So then we don't have to I
got you. All right, so
exactly. So we'll just spin a wheel. It's gonna land on a team.
Boston Celtics.
That's what it lands with.
I go Bird. I don't know what are you thinking?
I'll go Bill Russell as my center.
So Bird. Okay. So I got Bird. You got Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. I'll give you first pick this one.
Okay.
Denver Nuggets.
Dang, I took Bill Russell. Denver Nuggets. I'll put small forward Carmelo Anthony.
All right. I mean, this is career-wise, right? Just overall.
Overall, just build your best team. This is 82-0.
So I got
You already got Bird.
Do I go Jokic? I'm gonna go Jokic. Give me Jokic at my center.
I mean, we were talking about just the other. Probably the greatest Nugget of all
Bird
time.
Jokic.
Bird Jokic. I got Russell and Carmelo. So I got
like that,
offense and defense. Okay.
All right. We
Next
got
team.
OKC. I mean, I gotta go KD here.
Dang.
KD at my 4. So I got Jokic, KD, and Larry Bird.
but we can. But can we? Can we make that legal? Can we pick Supersonic guys?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay, Gary Payne. My point.
Gary
Payne.
So I got I need a 1 and a 2 because I got Jokic,
I need a 2 and a 4.
KD at my 4, and Bird at my 3.
Oh, really? I could put Carmelo at the 4 spot. So really, we'll see.
Brooklyn Nets. It's your pick.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, Vince Carter.
That was mine. I'll
Shooting
go
guard.
Julius Irving. I'll put. It's gonna be a big lineup. I
Dang
guess
it.
I'm putting a big line. I got a big lineup.
Dang it.
Okay. I'll take Julius Irving.
Dang it. I like that I picked.
I was gonna go.
Carter,
I needed a shooting
Dang.
guard. All right. Our last team's Utah. What position you need? Oh, it's my pick.
Utah.
Yeah, it's my pick, right? Because you picked Vince first.
Yeah.
I'll take Stockton.
Oh, my 4 spot, Karl Malone.
All right. So
yes.
Let us know. Let us know. You can DM us, comment on Instagram. So whose lineup's better? Brian's team, my team. I'll say it again. I got Stockton at the 1. I'm running Julius at the 2. Julius Irving at the 2. Larry Bird at the 3. KD at the 4, and Jokic at the 5.
That's a pretty solid 5. 82-0 teammate. Possibly. I have for Mike on the mic. I got my point guard is Gary Payton. My shooting guard is Vince Carter. My small forward is Carmelo Anthony. My power forward is Karl Malone, and my center is Bill Russell.
You got a good defensive lineup. I got
a
a team of buckets though. I might put up 200.
You do have a team of buckets. I got a team of champions. Well, not all.
Well, so do I. But
I only have 2 people that have one. Wait.
Oh, Stockton hasn't won a championship, so neither.
Vince Carter actually never won one either.
Yeah.
Dang, never mind.
I got.
Just think, I have 12 rings on
11
my.
from Bill.
I have 12, and 11 of them are from Bill.
That's crazy. Yeah, Mike. So let us know what you guys think. Mike, what we got next?
What we got next, man? What did we have? Oh, numbers lineup.
Yeah.
Numbers lineup. So, we'll have a random generator of just numbers 1 through, or 0 through. Do 0 through like 99, even though I don't think anyone's really had 99 as a number, but you got Luka who's like 77.
Yes, sir.
So,
okay.
Numbers, but the rule is you can only pick a player. You have to pick a player that's had the number.
Mm-hmm.
You have to just build a lineup. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to go by position or whatever. I know for the 82-0 challenge we pick position, but this one we can actually be like, just whatever. Like you can have a team full of guards if you have it, but that's because of the number.
Yeah. All right. So let me know tell me when to stop, Mike. That's the number we're gonna do.
Stop.
All right. Number's 3.
Oh yeah. Can I go first?
Yeah, I know you want to take.
I go Dwayne Wade.
God, you took mine, Mike. I mean, yeah, you took mine.
But this is the only. So we only do one number.
Yeah.
One number. So who's a number 3? Who's a number 3?
Wasn't AI number 3 technically? I think he wore number 3 on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, he wore number. I think he wore number. Didn't he wear number 3 on the Sixers? No, I'm tripping.
Was he number 3? I thought he was number. He was. No, he's number 3. Yeah, I'm bugging. Yeah, I'm taking AI. What was I? I was thinking. Okay, yeah, I'm taking AI.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3. Let me see.
Yeah, give me AI, man. Give me Allen Iverson, one of the best isolation players.
Oh yeah, he did wear number 3. I'm crazy.
Who?
Crazy. Tracy McGrady.
Yeah. Okay.
Tracy McGrady.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm gonna go Chris Paul. I want Chris Paul. I'll put Chris Paul my point guard, and then AI my shooting guard.
Yeah, so I have D Wade and T Mac. So I mean that could really be my 1 or 2, like my point guard, shooting guard, or literally my shooting guard, small forward, or my. Yeah, that's literally how my lineup could be with T Mac. One of my favorite players. I love this guy. At my center spot, Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace, that's a good
I
one.
freaking love Ben Wallace. I used to watch his tapes all the
man.
time. That dude is I'm telling you, when I tell you how much I love defense, Ben Wallace is literally like one of my top guys.
Yeah.
I love watching Ben Wallace play.
That's crazy, bro. Oh man. Yeah, that's who I want. There's not many big men who wear 3, just because that's a.
Yeah, it's like a very
more of like a guard driven.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I got pick Javon Carter.
Yeah, West Virginia legend.
West Virginia.
So I got my 1 and my 2. Okay, this guy was kind of he got his career got cut short, unfortunately. But I'm gonna go with Drazen Petrovic. I don't know how. But he was a
Drazen
bucket.
Petrovic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, played for the Nets.
Played for the Nets. That's gonna be my 3.
Crazy. So who I got? D Wade, T Mac, and Ben Wallace. I'm gonna go. Trying to see.
I think I've got a 4 and a 5.
A 3. Number 3. Who's more number 3? I'm trying to think because I'm looking up guys.
Yeah.
Because I can't really think off the top of my head. Oh, Mike Miller wore number 3. I forgot about that. Darius Miles, Casino Mobley. Dang, number 3.
Nerlens Noel is always an option.
You know what? I'm gonna move T Mac to like the 3. I'm gonna get Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole, wow.
He's 3.
Okay.
I just don't know any other. Looking at these names and I'm like, I'd pick Jordan Poole probably.
Yeah, I mean, I need a 4. I'm gonna go David West.
Okay, so I need.
Actually, no, I take that back. I'm gonna take Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis number 3. I'll put Anthony Davis at my 4.
I'm smacking my head with that one.
Yeah, give me Anthony Davis at my 4. So I got at my 1. I got Chris Paul. My 2 AI. My 3 Petrovic. My 4 Anthony Davis.
Oh, okay. Oof. I want to make this pick, but my team is not gonna be able to shoot well. Ew. What is wrong with this team? I have a good team, but this is just weird. I don't know who to pick.
Yeah.
Oh, Abdul Rauf, for number 3. Rod Strickland. And then Sharif Abdul-Rahim also. Oh, yeah. Never mind. My 4th spot is actually Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
All right.
Played for the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Dude was a bucket. I'm going to pick Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
No, I'll put David West. I'll still take David West, though. I might slide 80 in my 5 and then put West in my 4, but West he's won 2 championships. I mean.
So what's your team? Number 3?
My point guard is Chris Paul. My shooting guard's Allen Iverson. My small forward's Petrovic. My power forward is going to be David West, and my center is going to be Anthony Davis.
Okay, so then for me, my point guard is D Wade. My shooting guard is Jordan Poole. My small forward would be T Mac. My power forward would be Sharif Abdul-Rahim, and then my center Ben Wallace.
Oh yeah. Let us know who you guys think wins.
Let us know who you think wins. Do we need to run it on the 2K sticks to prove it? Might have to. We talk a lot of garbage here. We talk a lot of trash.
We got at it, man. Hey, also shout out to the U92 intramural basketball team. We got a big game tomorrow night. Bounce back game.
Bounce back. Hopefully, don't lose by 20.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have a bounce back game.
Hopefully, I don't get drained on in my face like yesterday, like last time. She was a bucket though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, Mike.
Yeah. Shout out to. I don't think she'll ever hear this, but what was her name? Hannah. Shout out to Hannah.
Yeah, she gave Mike buckets, man.
Gave me buckets. She was solid. I think she was also Gatorade Player of the Year. What was the report on her? She was like, Yeah, we do scouting reports. We actually take this pretty seriously.
Shout out to our boy Jacob Janowski, though. He does a lot for our team, a lot for the U92.
Yeah, he did the scouting report for us, and he told us I need to pull up that. I think she had the resume, man. She had the resume. We went in the game knowing, hey, yo, they have a stud over there. They got a Gatorade of the Year player, just amazing. So
yeah, they had it good for us, man.
They did.
Yeah, so make sure you guys tune in with the U92 Twitter. They'll give an update of our game on tomorrow night. Bounce back game. Mike, we got a lot going on over here.
I start right bench. What are you talking about?
Hey, yeah, shout out to the coach of the year, Tanner Lambert.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if he's going to be in my voting.
He's the best dressed coach in the league, though. I'll tell you that. Best dressed coach.
Yeah, he did, man. Came out with the blue pants. I almost felt like I wanted to do a Kevin Garnett moment with him, like where he's all like, I need you to take all these clothes and burn it.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett. Man.
Socks, burn it. Burn it. Yeah. I still remember it. Oh, R.I.P. to Greg Sager, though.
Yeah,
R.I.P. to Greg Sager. Oh, one of the great
NBA
legend, man.
Yeah, no, Mike. So
Amazing.
Stay tuned with that. Yeah, but I mean,
no, man. It's just the U92 rec thing is fun. I mean, I play in that one, the U92ers, or what was it called, 92ers? 92ers. Even though I kind of don't like that name because it sounds like the 49ers.
We don't like the Niners here. Go Birds! I'm a Philly Eagles fan. Super Bowl Sunday coming up. Fly Eagles fly. Jalen Hurts bringing this thing back to Philly. Since 2018, where the Philly legend Nick Foles did the Philly special, and we beat Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's true. You guys did.
Mahomes does not know what's coming from.
I'm going for the Eagles because I just have, family, friend ties to Philadelphia. So, like, I'm going for the Birds. But do not take away from my homeboy.
Oh, Mahomes is great.
My homeboy. Yeah. He did it. He did it with a messed up foot. We talking football, but he did it with a messed up foot.
Hey, all I got to say is, Mike, well, my dad grew up in the Philly area for some parts of his life. Diehard Eagles fan. Happiest day I've ever seen him was when the Eagles won that Super Bowl against.
Yeah.
But
there was a bunch.
I'm just
Philadelphia fans deserve that.
Yeah, I know we're going a little off topic here, but it's only one Super Bowl. Then
yeah.
But
it's the biggest. It's literally
the biggest one of the biggest nights of the year, man. Especially when my team's playing in it. I'm a big Eagles fan here. I know it's probably contradicting. I'm a Knicks fan and I'm a Eagles fan, but it is what it is. Go Fly Eagles fly. Just had to let that out there for all my Eagle fans out there. Let's get this job done. Let's bring it back to Philly. And let's get this thing popping, man. We're going crazy this year.
Yeah.
And the Knicks winning a championship, too. So,
okay. All right.
That's where we cut off the studio. Let's cut it off right there. I got to stop talking.
But no, go Eagles for sure. Hopefully they win. I just want a good game. Nothing too crazy. I want a high-scoring game. I just want fireworks.
Hey, we got one of the best defenses in the league. I feel like it's either going to be really high-scoring or it's going to be like a very low-scoring game. But, this is going to be a great all the haters are like, oh, the Eagles haven't played anybody good.
People.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to all the Philadelphia.
I got a lot of Eagle fans in Morgantown, West Virginia. Obviously, because Pennsylvania's like...
Not that far.
Yeah, I mean, Philly is a bit of a drive, but
even
Pennsylvania...
though we're closer to Pittsburgh, you see all the Steelers fans.
Yeah,
so.
There's a lot. Tanner Lambert, again. That name keeps coming up.
That name's going to come up a lot on this pod probably because, he's our guy.
Yeah, Tanner's our guy. I also want to say this because we'll be live on air. Make sure everyone tunes in Wednesday nights. The U92 Sports page is usually on from like 6 to 10 p.m. when the women's basketball games come on. The schedule gets kind of messed up a little bit, but stay tuned with that. Follow their Twitter, Instagram. You'll stay up to date. Check their website out. But I just want to make sure I said that before I forget. Big things coming for us, Mike.
No,
definitely. Got going on here, Mike?
Yeah, no, definitely keep supporting everybody. Keep doing your thing. We're here just doing our thing, and if you enjoy, man, spread the word. Let people know, man. We do a lot. We have a lot more coming. We have more ideas coming.
Yeah, make sure you guys. We're trying to be more proactive with our Instagram.
Way more proactive. We're trying to come up with more ideas.
Yeah, like we want to do we want to do stuff that the people want to hear, people want to see. Yeah. So just let us know if you think
we want to accommodate to everybody, not just a certain amount of people or a certain type of people. Listen,
almost had 100 followers on Instagram. It would mean the world if we get more followers.
And it doesn't matter if you do not know basketball, don't know the NBA. You can still tune in, listen, and learn, man. I want to give a special shout out to a good friend of mine out here, Lexi. Shout out to you. She's been watching. She doesn't know a lick. Knows nothing. Probably knows the basic names of LeBron.
She listens to the podcast?
Listens to the podcast. Shout us out, everything. So nice little shout out to Lex. She She shout us out. She doesn't know
Appreciate
anything, but
that.
she pays attention. She's gonna try to learn. She paid attention yesterday. I was with her yesterday when we went to Top Golf with our friend group, and she was paying attention to the game. She was just like, "Are you gonna talk about this on the podcast?"
I didn't get an invite for you guys out there at the Top
No,
Golf.
unfortunately not, because we don't like you, bro.
I know. I stayed at home and cried.
Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
Actually, I did have an intramural basketball game last night with.
I was gonna say, I was
team.
actually gonna ask you, how was that? Tell
Mike,
us.
it was a great win. Our first game kind of went similar to the U92 game. We just put a really good team and we lost, but that was last week. So this week we came in. I'm like, boys, I'm the captain, not trying to brag. I was like, boys, this is a bounce back game. Let's put last week. We came out there. We went out there. We won by I think the final was 60-36. So it was just a great win. We played well together. All my friends, we all stepped up in different ways.
There you go.
And as I said, we're gonna enjoy this one, but we're focused on next week.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely give a shout out to my boys that I play with on Thursday nights after our games.
Shout out to Xander Curley. I know he's on your team. He's my boy.
I'm going to give a shout out right now to all of them because they're my boys. They're great. They're awesome. We played a great game. We beat a team by like 20, 30. It's crazy because the game was very low scoring. It was really close, like the first half. But it was like we were shooting shots we weren't making. They were just shooting shots they weren't making. But then second half, we played better defense. They started making nothing. We started playing better defense, and we were making shots, and we won by like 20, 30. So shout out to my boys. Shout out to the Blue Bandits. Shout out to the Blue Ballers. That's what they're called. Blue Ballers or Blue Bandits?
Hey, Mike, if you had to compare me to like an NBA player, the way I'm playing, like who am I? Am I like a Trae Young? I had a rough shooting night the first game, but I was also getting fouled every time. I don't want to be the guy to complain, but like Mike, I should have got at least one free throw.
The way you play, you remind me of
going into depth on this one.
Do you remember? I'm gonna compare you to a college guy because I don't when he was really good in college. I forget his name. He was on the oh my gosh, he's crazy though. He was crazy. He was college.
What college was it?
I can't remember. It's like a small school.
John Morant. I appreciate it, Mike. John Morant is the one I'm compared to.
Okay, all right. All right. No. We're going to slow it down. Because, the way you play, you're very, you like the perimeter, but, you can go to the paint. You're a scorer. I know that. You're a scorer.
3-level scorer, man.
Yeah. What that means, A.K. doesn't like to pass the ball. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
He facilitates, but he's more of like an off guard.
Yeah.
I know you can handle the ball, but you're
like
more off guard.
Shoots,
you
man.
like catch and shoot. So, to be honest, a guy that comes in my head, that's something. But, definitely in college, Nick Stauskas.
Nick Stauskas, Michigan legend. Okay.
For Michigan.
I
had another name. I had
Is it Aaron Kraft?
Gosh, no, but he went to Ohio State. I said a small school. Aaron Kraft?
Yeah, I said John
Aaron Kraft?
Oh, Aaron Kraft was crazy. He teared up Rutgers back home in Jersey.
Ohio State steals leader.
He's crazy.
Dude's nuts.
But I guess Stauskas. I was hoping if you're gonna give me Michigan, give me Trey Burke. Come on, man, give me a
Trey Burke.
Trey
My
Burke
God,
was
come on!
man.
I didn't see
crazy.
Michigan Trey Burke on Thursday night. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. Listen, maybe you can, and I believe in you. I know you can, but
I was getting face guarded all like the entire length of the court, man.
You were, and then I had to step in and do my thing. But what about me, Brian? Who do you think I play like?
Somebody who just.
Because one person that comes to mind, but that's a joke.
I gotta think. We're on a time crunch here.
I'll say one thing. There was one person I was being like that game.
Who?
I was like Pat Beverly that game talking.
Yeah, he was like.
I was talking back and forth.
He does a lot of talking for a guy who can't.
Can't what?
Can't
what?
Can't do nothing because I believe in my teammates very well. Nah, Mike. I gotta make this. I'm trying to think. A guy. It's on the tip of my tongue. Pablo Prigioni.
The heck
no,
was that?
That's a joke. Shout out Pablo Prigioni, New York legend. I would probably go Alonzo Trier.
Dang, thank you. That's actually nice.
Alonzo Trier can't shoot. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. No, you were getting Mike was,
doing shooting it, but I was like,
Mike was getting to the rim. No offense to Mike, he's not the tallest guy out there.
But for sure, 100%. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody can stay in front of me.
Yeah, Mike's shifty with it. He's shifty.
You cannot stay in front of me. That's 100%. 100.
And that's what I'm saying.
Stay in front of me.
We just got a little off topic there. Just want to update you guys with our lives. Mike, I'll let you take it from here.
Yeah. No. Thanks again for everybody. We actually have a fourth segment coming after this, but you can only catch that on our Spotify and all our platforms. So please tune into all our social media platforms. We love the support and everything. And remember to always keep hooping. See y'all.